AEW All-In is this weekend, and I will give you the most factual predictions for the show. We have Christian Cage and Adam Copeland versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. One of the greatest tag teams in the early 2000s, and one of the greatest tag teams of all time, period. Now I expect the Young Bucks to get a good match out of these two. I haven't been the biggest fan of Cage and Cope's tag run. I mean, it's pretty good, but I don't really look forward to their matches. But I know the Young Bucks will fucking get something out of them. But I think the Young Bucks have this one. It's time for them to win the tag team championships again. Plus, with their stacked tag team roster they have, with the add of Motor City Machine Guns, and potentially the New Day coming, the tag division is in good hands when the Young Bucks win the tag team championships. We have Jon Moxley versus Nigel McGuinness in the finals of the Continental Cup. Either way, I think this is going to be a sentimental moment for Nigel McGuinness. Either he wins the Continental Championship in Wembley, or what I think is going to happen, I think Nigel McGuinness retires at All In at Wembley Stadium. Nigel is hurt, we have to remember that, and he's in there with Jon Moxley, who looks at the peak of his game right now. Plus, I don't think Nigel McGuinness needs to win the Continental Championship. It would be a cool moment, but I don't think he really needs it. I think it would be better for Nigel to lose in a valiant fighting effort against Jon Moxley, and then after the match is said and done, he gets to retire inside of Wembley Stadium, getting to retire on his own terms. I think that'd be the best possible way they could do this match. So I have Jon Moxley winning the Continental Cup and retaining his Continental Championship, and Nigel McGuinness retiring in Wembley Stadium. We have the Brawling Birds versus Divine Dominion for the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. I think this is the first time the Women's Tag Team Championship have been on the main card since World's End. But I mean, come on, we gotta go with the Brawling Birds. They have home court advantage. This match could be a sleeper match. Just let these four beat the absolute dog shit out of each other. Let's get stiff in Wembley, baby. Megan Bayne and Lena Cross have had their time with the Tag Team Championships. I think it's time for the Brawling Birds to win it. And maybe, just maybe, Megan Bayne and Lena Cross go on to singles action and go after bigger and better things. Especially Megan Bayne, she has the talent to be a singles star. So I have the Brawling Birds picking up the victory and winning the Tag Team Championships. We have Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the TNT Championship. I was not expecting this to be Kevin Knight's opponent. I really wanted it to be Speedball, and I wanted them to cap off their rivalry at All In and Speedball winning the TNT Championship. But hey, things change. So we have Darby Allin and Kevin Knight, which this is a Falls Count Anywhere match, so shit's gonna go down. This match will be good, I don't have any doubt about that. But man, I really wanted this to be Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey. Their match they had on Dynamite, that can't be the only match they have against each other. With that being said, I have Kevin Knight retaining his TNT Championship. I don't think Darby Allin really needs the TNT Championship, though it would be a good mark on an already stellar year he's had. But I think Kevin Knight should continue his TNT Championship reign and solidify himself as the greatest TNT champion of all time. So I have Kevin Knight retaining his TNT Championship. We have the men's Casino Gauntlet match. It's hard to say who's gonna win. There's so many talented motherfuckers on the roster. We could quite possibly maybe see Ilya Dragunov debut. I know AEW and Tony Khan definitely want Ilya Dragunov, but I don't think he shows up yet. I think he takes a little time off, and then a little bit later he'll come back to wrestling. But you never know. I originally thought Leon Slater was going to be in this match, but it seems like he's going to be with TNA at least until October. I don't really know. Does MJF go back to back? I don't think they do that. I'm not really sure. Anything could fucking happen in this match. I am stumped. I might have to go with MJF. He might weasel his way into another win here. And he can continue on with his real world championship shit. So I guess I have MJF winning the Casino Gauntlet for 2 years in a row. We have Kyle Fletcher versus Kazuchika Okada versus Konosuke Takeshita for the AEW International Championship. Holy shit, what a fucking match. 3 of the greatest wrestlers in the company going at it for the International Championship at the biggest event of AEW's calendar year? Oh man, fucking spank me silly. This could have the potential to be one of the greatest triple threats of all time. I really hope they don't fucking let me down. And I would love to have Kyle Fletcher retain his championship, but we have bigger fish to fry. I think Konosuke Takeshita is going to win back the International Championship. I think Okada and Fletcher go after the World Championship. If Will Ospreay wins the World Championship, I think Kyle Fletcher should take the belt off of Will Ospreay at Grand Slam Australia. It'd be a masterful moment. And Okada, he's been in the Continental and International Championship division for over 2 years now. It's time for him to go for the big World Championship. So I have Takeshita winning back his International Championship. We have Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Mone for the AEW Women's World Championship. I am so incredibly hyped for this match. maybe even more than the main event. Mercedes and Willow have such good chemistry, and their build up to this match has been great. I think it's a great story for Mercedes to be able to win the Women's World Championship. She has to beat the woman she has never beaten in her career, Willow Nightingale. Willow has been a thorn in her side for fucking years. Willow beat Mercedes to become the first ever NJPW Women's Strong Champion. Willow was the one who defeated Mercedes to snap her 580 plus day reign as TBS champion, and now she's done what Mercedes hasn't been able to do yet, win the Women's World Championship. Willow was basically Mercedes' kryptonite. There's a report that Willow has a injured hand, so that might come into play in the match, but I really want Willow to hold the championship as long as she can. I would fucking love that. But you can't really be mad about Mercedes Mone winning either. It's just hard to choose, but I think I gotta go with Willow. Willow's the GOAT. I can't fucking count her out. So hopefully, and maybe, Willow Nightingale will retain her AEW Women's World Championship. And we move on to the main event, Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay for the AEW World Championship. Two of the very best in AEW going at it, completing their trilogy in the 2020s. First at Wrestle Kingdom 17, then at Forbidden Door, and now in the main event of All In. But I do gotta say, Kenny has sort of bitched Will in this build, smacking him around, putting him through tables, bringing his son into this. Kenny has turned into a full-on psychopath. But who are we fooling here? Will Ospreay's winning this match. It's in Wembley Stadium. It's been his dream, bruv, to win in Wembley Stadium. And he's had a full-blown documentary series on AEW's YouTube channel about his comeback to Wembley. Yeah, he's fucking winning this shit. There's no doubt about it. But hopefully the match will more than deliver. I hope this is a great-ass match. I mean, I'm hyped for this match, but man, there's no way I can be as hyped as I was for last year's main event. It was perfect. But I'm still excited nonetheless. And I know for a fact that Will Ospreay will win the AEW World Championship. And that is my predictions for All In. Do you agree with them? Probably not. They're probably all wrong. But that's not all. There's going to be a giant clusterfuck of a match in the buy-in, with Hangman and Brodito, the Dogs, the Conglomeration, the Bang Bang Gang, the Demand, the Death Riders, and 3 mystery men, who will most likely be Swerve Strickland and the debuting New Day. I think that will bleed into the main show starting off. Man, what a clusterfuck of a match. Look at this graphic. There's so many people. I don't know who's going to win, but I know that the New Day are debuting, definitely. But I'm excited for All In. Hopefully it's going to be a great night of wrestling, especially with all the stuff that's happened recently, with the passing of Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. We need something to lighten up our moods losing legends like this. But let me know what you all think of AEW All In the comments. Are you excited? Let me know. But most importantly, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll make more silly videos like this in the future, so stop on by when the time comes. But until then, be careful.